What if everything you believed about global power was about to be turned on its head? Imagine this: two of the most powerful nations on Earth, Russia and China, standing shoulder to shoulder, challenging the very foundation of U.S. dominance. Now, picture one man, fueled by ambition and defiance, determined to shatter that alliance. That man? Donald Trump. But here's the twist: it's not just another political stunt. It's a high-stakes strategy that could reshape the entire global order. What if I told you that this move could either reignite America's global dominance or backfire so spectacularly that it accelerates the very downfall it's trying to prevent? This isn't just politics, it's a geopolitical gamble that could shift the balance of power for generations to come. But will Trump's bold strategy succeed? Or is this the start of a new era where the U.S. is no longer calling the shots? Stick around, because the answer might just change how you see the future of global influence. Picture this: a secret handshake between two global giants, Russia and China, shaking the very foundation of U.S. dominance. Now imagine someone stepping in, determined to break that iron grip. That someone? Former President Donald Trump. But this isn't about diplomacy, it's a ruthless power play. Trump believes past U.S. leaders unknowingly handed China and Russia the keys to global influence. His mission? Rip that alliance apart and flip the script. Reconnect with Russia to leave China out in the cold, isolated, and vulnerable. It's like watching a master strategist tear pages from history's playbook and rewrite the rules of the game. The goal isn't just about buddying up with Russia. It's about weakening China's rising power before it becomes unstoppable. This is no ordinary rivalry. It's a geopolitical gamble with everything on the line. But can one bold strategy really dismantle a partnership fueled by mutual defiance of Western imperialism? Stick around, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications to unlock the strategies shaping the future of global power. At the heart of Trump's strategy lies a singular obsession: China. Not just a rival, but a systemic threat to U.S. global dominance. Why? Because China isn't just growing, it's transforming. Economically, technologically, militarily, every arena where power thrives, China is rising fast. And for the United States, that's terrifying. Trump views China as the only nation capable of reshaping the international order, potentially ending the era of Western influence that's reigned for over a century. Imagine a world where Beijing calls the shots, where the global economy bends toward the east. That's the nightmare scenario driving Washington's urgency. Isolating China isn't just strategy, it's survival. But how do you corner a giant that's already outpacing you on multiple fronts? The answer, according to Trump, might lie in history, a reversal of a game-changing move that once rewrote the Cold War narrative. Let's rewind the clock to 1972. Richard Nixon did the unthinkable. He reached out to China to isolate the Soviet Union, shifting the tides of the Cold War. Now, Trump aims to flip that strategy on its head. Instead of cozying up to China to weaken Russia, he's playing the opposite game, courting Russia to destabilize China's ambitions. It's a bold, almost poetic reversal, using history's blueprint to redraw the map of global influence. But here's the twist: this isn't just about strategy, it's about timing. The China-Russia alliance today isn't just a convenience. It's a calculated partnership forged by shared defiance of Western imperialism and mutual economic interests. Can Trump really drive a wedge deep enough to fracture this bond? Or is the modern geopolitical landscape too far evolved for history to repeat itself? Before we dive deeper, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell to unlock even more surprising insights that could change how you see the world. Now, let's talk numbers, because numbers don't lie. China leads in 57 out of 64 critical technologies. Think about that for a second. From AI innovations to scientific research breakthroughs, China is sprinting ahead while the U.S. scrambles to keep pace. And economically, with a population of 1.4 billion and a grip on nearly 19% of global GDP, China has become a juggernaut. In comparison, Russia's economic output hovers around just 3.5%. This isn't just growth, it's dominance. China's manufacturing prowess, technological leaps, and aggressive global investments are reshaping the international order. The question haunting policymakers in Washington is simple yet chilling. If China is already leading in the most critical sectors of the future, how long until the world stops revolving around the U.S.? And here's where the stakes get even higher, because economic rivalry isn't the only battlefield. At the core of every empire lies one undeniable truth: economic dominance equals power. For Trump, this fear isn't just theoretical, it's existential. The idea of China overtaking the U.S. as the world's leading economy? Unthinkable. Add to that the terrifying potential of technological supremacy, and suddenly, every move becomes a race to stay ahead. But there's another looming threat: the possible erosion of the U.S. dollar's status as the world's global reserve currency. If China succeeds in its efforts toward de-dollarization, it could shatter the foundation of American economic power. And where economics go, military strength soon follows. The U.S. isn't just fighting for market share. It's fighting to keep its grip on global authority. But what happens when your adversaries are forging alliances designed to challenge every aspect of your dominance? The answer might just lie in the heart of an unlikely partnership. Here's the reality: Russia and China aren't just neighbors. They're partners in a dance of mutual advantage. Russia brings to the table something China desperately needs: vast natural resources. In return, China offers technological muscle and advanced manufacturing capabilities. It's a powerful, complementary alliance, one that goes beyond mere convenience. But what can the U.S. offer Russia? At best, promises of sanctions relief and vague security guarantees. Yet, history whispers a harsh reminder: Russia's deep-rooted mistrust of the West runs deep. And with China serving as a crucial economic lifeline, breaking this bond won't be easy. Can Trump's strategy really offer Russia a deal sweet enough to walk away from such a lucrative partnership? The answer isn't clear, but the consequences of failure could reshape the very fabric of global power. And speaking of power shifts, we're not talking about peacekeeping here. This is raw imperial strategy. Trump's foreign policy isn't about harmony. It's about maintaining U.S. dominance in a rapidly shifting global order. The game plan? Divide and conquer. But as China, Russia, and even nations like Iran strengthen their alliances through organizations like BRICS and the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, the unipolar world order led by the U.S. is beginning to crack. This isn't just a diplomatic shuffle. It's a seismic shift in global geopolitics. Imagine a future where U.S. influence is no longer the defining force of international relations. Could the rise of a China-Russia alliance signal the end of American supremacy? That's the question echoing through the halls of power. And as always, the real question isn't just what's happening, but what happens next. What if everything you thought you knew about global power was about to change? Imagine this: a world where the U.S. is no longer the dominant force, where China and Russia rise together as an unstoppable alliance. Now, picture Donald Trump, yes, that Donald Trump, trying to tear that alliance apart. It sounds like political science fiction, right? But here's the twist: it's already happening. This isn't just another headline. It's a high-stakes chess game shaping the future of global dominance. Could Trump's bold strategy actually succeed? Or is he playing with forces far beyond his control? Stick around, because the truth behind this geopolitical showdown is more shocking and more important than you ever imagined. So, now that you've seen the bigger picture, ask yourself, how many people truly understand what's unfolding behind the closed doors of global politics? Very few. And you? You're already ahead of the curve. But this is just the beginning. There are countless stories, hidden alliances, and power plays waiting to be uncovered. Secrets that only those with curiosity and drive will ever learn. What do you think? Can Trump really tear apart the China-Russia alliance? Or is the U.S. grasping at straws? Share your thoughts below. I want to hear your take on this global power shift. And remember, only those who seek knowledge gain the advantage. Subscribe now and turn on notifications to stay ahead of the curve and unlock the secrets that shape our world. Now that you've seen the deeper layers of this global chess match, ask yourself, how many truly grasp the scale of what's unfolding? The truth is, only a select few understand the real power plays shaping our future. But now you're among them. You're not just watching history. You're understanding it, seeing the connections others miss. And trust me, that's a game-changing advantage. But here's the real question. Can Trump's gamble truly break the China-Russia alliance? Or are we witnessing the beginning of a global power shift that no nation, not even the U.S., can stop? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I want to hear your insights. And if you're ready to dive even deeper into the forces shaping our world, subscribe and turn on notifications. This is just the tip of the iceberg because knowledge like this, it's the edge that only the truly ambitious dare to pursue.